Just a quick recap, I'm creating a huge 15-character fan art of YouTuber PopCross Studios' original characters in his story's Multiverse Tales, featuring some of the most prominent ladies of that universe. I have now drawn 7 out of the 15 main ladies that I wanted to draw for this fan art, which means this video marks the official halfway point of this project. Thanks to anyone watching this video, and if you've been keeping up with these videos, thank you so much. It's really been a blast doing this. If you're interested in watching the other videos, I will link the playlist above and in the description, but now let's get to another hero of the Multiverse Tales. Vasilia Kuznet is from the same home world as Tehran Janivars, a place where magic and magical creatures exist. The Kuznet family has specialized and created magical armor from the hides of these magical creatures for years, creating epic fantasy and sci-fi looking armor. She's also a character who is a narrator for one of PopCross's series of What If Blank Were Fantasy Armor. Just like Tehran Janivar is for What If These Specific Pop Culture Characters Were Monsters/Dragons, or Dresden Oakland's playlist, which is What If SCPs Were Supervillains/Monsters, etc. Vasilia has made armor for Tehran several times over, from being a gift for Michaela, which I drew in her episode with the specific North American Shielded Wyvern armor, aka Captain America's a dragon armor, or just making armor through the hides that Tehran brings her in general, from his studies of all the beasts of their world. And Vasilia knows she is good at what she does. She comes off almost cocky, but truly she is confident in her abilities. And her looks. She does not shy away from complimenting herself. I mean, look at her. She again may come off a little self-centered, but she really is a kind woman who truly does care for those around her. She's just also a flirt and a lover of getting complimented. Not only does Vasilia make magical armor for Tehran and members of the Sharp Gang, but she makes magical weapons and utilizes magical artifacts as well, and she's proficient in using them. She and Benny Sharp, the sci-fi forger of the Sharp Gang, are good friends because of their shared love of creating their specialized armors and their cheeky personalities. Vasilia's design was already very cool with her long anime hair and her heterochromia eyes, a golden eye and a red eye. But the other part of Vasilia's character that I pay tribute to in this drawing is, you see that one arm that's outstretched? It might look a little furry. Growing up, Vasilia and her brother Vosla would play fight, strengthening themselves and building up their proficiencies of weapons. But even back then, Vasilia was confident in herself, and one day she got into a fight with a wild jaguar at the age of 5. During their fight, Vasilia did get bit, and it turned out that this was a were-jaguar. This is the one area of Vasilia's life where we see her truly insecure about something. She had to learn to take control of her were-jaguar form, which she had done by the time we are introduced to her in Multiverse Tales. But she's scared to share this side of her with anyone else because of the judgment she got from her family and those who were affected by her young jaguar self. Vasilia was afraid that the Sharp Gang would give her the same judgment even though she had control of it now. During a Multiverse Tales episode, though, the redemption of the were-jaguar, some of the Sharp Gang and Vasilia get tricked into entering a world where you get turned into a monster upon entry. Vasilia, being the only one who had an alternate monster form, was in control, and she wound up saving the rest of the Sharp Gang from hurting others and getting shot down by hunters. Turned out Benny Sharp had told the rest of the Sharp Gang already about her were-jaguar form, and they all knew and were totally fine with her other side. Vasilia embraces this side of her a little more, and just makes her that much more formidable as an opponent. You guys might have seen at the beginning of the speed draw a little ghost of Kate. And that's because I copied Kate's canvas and wanted to make sure that Vasilia's position and everything was very similar sized and shape like Kate's, but obviously a little bit different as well. Just because this fan art has a lot of symmetry going on with it. Since there are 15 characters, there's an ability to have the same number of characters on each side of the art around the central characters like Alexis and Tarsa. So it's really nice to have that level of symmetry in the overall picture while having each character in slightly different positions. So like with Kate's grounded position, Vasilia will also be grounded in her stance, as well as it invokes her more primal abilities and stance that she'll obviously take when she turns into her were-jaguar form. Also, like Kate, there was a large weapon that Vasilia is pictured with in her original introductory art, which was a large hammer that either is being used to forge other special magical weapons or it's a magical weapon itself. Very also Thor-esque looking, definitely a bit bigger with a longer handle. So I didn't want to put the large hammer on Vasilia's back like with Kate's. Again, just making it a bit different than Kate's position. But again, their stances are similar, so adding to that symmetry. And again, I'll talk more about symmetry and asymmetry and all that stuff in the final episode, showing off the full fan art. Vasilia is definitely one of my favorite ladies, probably to do with her Russian accent and her fun personality, and again, a fun character design overall. So I was both nervous and excited to hopefully draw her well and give justice to her character. Again, thanks to anyone who has been watching any of these episodes of my Fan Art Friday series. I really do appreciate it, and it has been so much fun and motivating to keep going so that I can eventually present this to PopCross. Next week, we're covering the demon embodiment of the sci-fi genre, Cypheramov. Thanks again so much for watching, especially if you got to the end of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like seeing these art videos, as well as if you want to follow this journey. But also, if you want to see these fully finished renders, you can also go over to my Instagram at SuperBlondeNerd. But thanks again and so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!